Okay, what's next month going to be like for making money? And should we even look at seasonality? That's the NASDAQ 2021 month by month. Where are we at the moment? Obviously, August, which can be a mixed month. Overall, though, since 2021, it's been positive. Actually, the worst couple of months have been February. Well, we've seen that already, it's behind us. But get ready for September. That tends to be characteristically bad. Last year broke the trend of having quite bad falls. Okay, so can we do it again? Well, we've had month after month of rises. You might say, looking at previous years, we are down and due for a down month. If we're down for a down month, surely September is the one when it's going to happen, because it generally tends to be bad. And looking this way, like I said, we're due for one. Now you might say, are you kidding? Are you just going to look at seasonality alone? Surely there are other factors to look at beyond that. Of course there are. Is it coincidence? Is this just statistical gobbledygook? Just irrelevant. It's just too small a sample size, as the statisticians would say. Or is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Here's what's interesting with the NASDAQ. 2021, you were up 21%. 33% down in 2022. That's the worrying one. You lose a third of your pension if you're only tracking the NASDAQ composite. Up 43% in 2023, up 28% in 2024, and so far this year already on target for a very good return. Almost certainly likely to be a positive year, up 12%. You can see why so many pension funds in the UK, for instance, Latin America, basically complain about why they're getting such poor returns when they see those numbers from just an index. No wonder they complain. Why do their IFAs and fund managers do so poorly? Those IFA and fund managers will say, we just don't want you to have that kind of a drop. Well, that kind of a drop only matters if you're about to retire that year. If you were starting off in January of 2022, there is no way you should have the NASDAQ, because you could have lost a third of your pension within a year, basically within the final year of retirement. That's a good way of looking at it. Okay, but if you've got 5-10 years to retire, what the heck do you care about in-term volatility, whether that happened or not? They're just trying to reduce the complaints they might get from people, and the regulator requires them to some extent to do it, which is why when you're in control of your own pension, it's just a hell of a lot easier to do what's more suitable for you than when you give it to an IFA or wealth manager who will say, well, I'm not going to let you anywhere near this because you might complain if you get a down 13% month, and there's no point me trying to say to you, says the wealth manager, that, hey, hold for the long term, you'll be fine, because you're just going to complain at that one drop, which I can understand their point. I can see why the regulator